Good morning. This is your bar lift class. You're going to be with me for 1 hour. My name is Shannon Sims, and I'm going to show you a few of the things that you're going to need today. So today, blanket is optional. I'm going to use it for my knees and maybe for my back for some of the ab sequences that we're going to do. You can have a ball. If you don't have a ball, don't worry about it. If you have a block, you can use a block in its place. I've got a set of heavier weights, lighter weights, and we're only going to use one band, but find the amount that you need. I'm probably going to use the lighter band, but if you really want a little bit more, you can use the heavier band. Okay? Make sure you also have your water and a nice stable surface. Mine is not so stable, so I'm going to do my best on that as well. So we're going to come into the center, and actually I'll move this over for a moment, and let's just start stretching out. Take your toes so your toes are facing forward. Let's reach and extend the arms up, and let's reach over to the right side. Stretch into your side body, so kind of lift up from the ribs, stretching over. Lengthen your body here a little bit. Inhale, come back to the center. And then let's just go over to the left. We're going to do this a few times. So as you do this, you're extending your arms over. Exhale, but squeeze your glutes so you're protecting your back. Let's do 5. Inhale, exhale, inhale. 4, keep going. So loosening the lower back. And 3, lifting up, lift. 2, find your range. This doesn't take a lot. Last one. Nice. Reach those arms down. Roll your shoulders out a little bit. Any tension that you might feel today. Let's turn those toes out. And just take your hands to your knees and kind of push the knees out a little bit. So you can start moving a little side to side. See how the knees feel. See how the hips feel. We're going to start off in this wider leg position. So just finding your range, getting some movement going in the knees. On your inhale, straighten out the legs. Turn the toes so they face forward and just start to open up a little bit. Let's take about 5 of these. See if your fingertips can come down to the ground. Last 2. Last one. I'm going to go to the right side, so reaching over to the right. Let's find 5. And 4. 3. And 2, and 1, and let's go to the left. So reaching over, and again, stretching into your side body, bending into your knees, putting that weight back into your heels. Last 2. Last one. Nice. Turn the toes out. So we're going to actually grab onto our lighter set of weights. If you want to do this sequence without any weights, you don't have to add in the weights. So we're going to make this just a little bit more challenging. Take your weights to your heart. Bring your toes so your toes are facing out. And just start finding these little dips. Now holding onto the weights without gripping the weights. We're going to reach the elbows out a little bit. So I'm going to dip, lift, dip, lift, dip, lift, dip, lift. So dip, open, open. So we're going to make these little movements. And again, my arms aren't going back too far, and I'm not straightening out the knees. We're going to find 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little pulse, take those arms out. So pulse the arms as the knees pulse down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go back. So little dips, not huge, and again, I'm not totally coming out. 5, 4, we're going to stay back. 3, 2, 1, push back. So little dips down, so you can get a little lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach those arms up, little dip. So I'm just keeping the elbows out. So the elbows are staying in line with the shoulders. Draw the belly button in. Keep the arms lifting. So the arms are just lifted. They're not moving. We're going to hold down in about 5, 4, 3, 1, hold down, little lift up. So I'm stabilizing the hips, now the arms are moving. Let's find 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go back, legs are moving, not the arms. So the arms are stable, but they're holding these weights out, which is pretty challenging. Let's find 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. See if you get a little lower, lift the arms. Keep lifting. Now keep those arms out in 90 degrees. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the legs down, reach the arms in. So arms are going to come in, squeeze the chest, pull it in. 10, open, 9, 8, 7. I hope your upper body is feeling strong today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the arms here. Bring the weights together. Dip down a little bit more. Pull your hips forward, and I'm going to lift. So little lifts. Lift. Now let's add the hips. So lift, and lift the arms away from the hips. So the hips are coming down as the arms are coming up. And you're going to feel those thighs really kick on as you do this. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You're almost done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those weights right in front. I know that feels so good on the arms. So we're going to find a little bicep curl. Keep it down and reach it up. So squeezing the arms in, pull the shoulders back, stay down low. Now as you curl down, see if you can add a little bit of lowering. I'm pretty much still staying in this squat. And these are hard. Your arms should be shaking. Your legs might be shaking. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We're going to slow it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to bring it down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up for 2. Now you have an opportunity here to come a little lower, and as you come up, squeeze the glutes. Down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up for 2. I don't know about you, but I am shaking. Down for 2. Let's go. And up for 2, down for 2, up for 2. Last 5 like this. Get as low as you can. And 4. Shoulders back, elbows down. And 3. Squeeze it in. Last 2. We're going to stay down. Last 1. Hold down. Reach the arms so the arms come down. Little dip, 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 dip. So come down a little bit lower. I know the quads are really burning. Push the heels so you're squeezing the heels towards each other. Draw your shoulders back. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your left hand in by your side. Right hand is going to come to the thigh. So the weight is going to come right towards the top of the knee. Now we're going to reach that heel up. Little dip. So we're adding that element of weight here. Let's go 10. And if you don't have the weights, these are still really hard. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that right hand up. Left hand comes over. And again, coming down for those little dips. Keep the heel lifted. Shoulders are back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right arm comes down, little dip. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left arm comes down, heel lifts. We've got those 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. pull your ribs in for 3, 2, 1. Hold the weights here. Rise up onto the toes. Bring the heels down. Rise up onto the toes. Bring the heels down. I know I'm shaking. Rise up and down. Let's find last 8 and 7, 6. Squeeze your thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the heels down. Straighten out those legs. Woo! Welcome to your bar class. Shake it out. All right, so we're going to put those weights down for a little bit. I'm going to come to the bar stool. I'm going to bring my bar stool over a little bit. Now we're going to find a curtsy squat. As I do this, I want you to think about bending into the knees, and my right leg is going to come across. So we're going to work this left leg first. Now I want to try to get my knee as close to where the ankle is as possible. So pull your tailbone in a little bit. You're going to bring the right leg across. Now as I'm here, I'm going to bring the right leg over towards the right shoulder. I want to keep the hips squared in, and then I'm going to touch it back. So we're going to go up for 2, down for 2, up for 2. Now try to touch the elbow or the shoulder. Up for 2, down for 2. Hips are forward. Up for 2, down for 2. Left knee is bent. Weight is in the left heel. And just extend, reaching in. And as you reach that right leg over, squeeze your inner thighs. And down for 2. Let's go up for 2, down for 2. Squeeze. Up for 2, down for 2. Up for 2, down for 2. Getting low in the left hip. Keep your left knee reaching forward. Up for 2. We have 4 more of these. Then we're going to speed it up. And down for 2. Up for 2. Down for 2. Last one. And down. Let's speed it up. Up, touch, up, touch, up, touch, up. So pressing back, shoulders are back. I know, and try to find a stable support. We've got 5, 4. Keep that right leg over. 3, 2, 1. Keep that right leg over. Reach that leg high. So square your hips so your hips are facing forward. Push your weight back into your left heel. Now squeeze your right thigh in towards your left thigh. So I'm going to squeeze the thighs together. Find a spot to focus on. Pull your belly in. So knit your ribs up towards the spine without overarching the lower back. Push back a little bit more into that left hip. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee, touch the calf, then bring it back. So down for 2, up for 2. I'm never straightening that left leg. Up for 2. Down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, belly in. You've got these. Down and up. Let's go 5 more. Down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up for 2. We'll speed it up. And go down, point, down, extend, down. And when you extend that right leg, try to get the whole leg reaching over. Hips are forward. 5, 4. You're going to stay on that left leg. 3, 2, 1. Hold that knee in. Lower, lift. Now hips are forward, and all I'm doing is sliding the right heel down. Now if you can take it all the way down, do that. My hips aren't going to allow that today. 5 more. 4. Come on, you've got this. 3, 2, 1. Turn yourself over. So reach your right heel in. Take the toes down. Reach the heel in. Take the toes down. Right knee is touching the back of the left calf, the back of the left knee, maybe the back of the left ankle if you're really rocking it. Last 5. Woo, these are hard. 4. Drag your belly in. 3, We have that other side. I know these are challenging. They're exhausting too. So I'm going to come to this side so you can see. Remember, this time the right glute is working, which we really need because the left glute is exhausted. So bend your knees. Hips are facing towards your stability. So if you have a chair, you have a bar stool, make sure your hips stay forward. Now as I lower, I'm going to extend and I'm going to squeeze the inner thighs. So I don't want to rotate so the inner arch is down and the hip is rotating out. I want to try to keep all 5 toes pressing down. And this right knee is facing in the direction of the second toe. Turn your torso so your torso is facing towards your stable surface. Lower down to your level. Now bring that knee up, bring it back down. So we'll up for 2, down for 2, up for 2. Try to keep that bend in the right knee. Up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up for 2. Big toe touches. Up for 2, down for 2. So that left big toe is touching the ground. Keep the shoulders square. Keep the hips square. So keep pressing that right shoulder back a little bit. Re-rotate your hips so they're facing towards your surface. We've got 8 more like this. So up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, pushing into the right big toe, stabilizing the knee, down for 2. Last 3. Then we're going to speed it up. And 2. Speed it up. Last 1. And down. Up. Down. Now pull your shoulders back. Keep lifting that knee high. So I'm lifting the knee as high as I can, trying to get it to the tricep, trying to get it to the shoulders. Out, up, out, up. Let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach that leg out, lift, lift. So toes are facing down, hips have an opportunity to re-channel themselves forward. Push into your right big toe. Make sure your right knee is facing forward. Push your weight back into the right heel. I know there's a lot of components with this to think about. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Let's touch down. Extend the leg. So it's down for 2, out for 2. Squeeze, down for 2, out for 2. Down for 2, out for 2, down for 2, out for 2. Keep a bend in that right knee, and down for 2, out for 2. Squeeze, down for 2, out for 2, down for 2, out for 2. Last 5 like this, squeezing out, and 4. We've got those doubles, squeeze. Last 3, get really low, squeeze. Last 2, squeeze. Last 1, squeeze, and down, out, down, out. 10, 9, chest is lifted. 8, 7, 6, not straightening that right leg all the way. 5, 4, squeeze those inner thighs. 3, 2, 1. Hold here, turn in a little bit. We're going to do those lowers. So lower, lift, lower, lift. I know these are where these are going to be really hard. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I know that's shaking. 5, 4. You can do this. 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Reach over. Pull the heel in. Lower. Heel. Lower. Last 10, 9, 8. Zip your belly in. Shoulders back. 4, 5. Come on. 4. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Pound out your hip. I know you're really feeling it. If you're like me, your glute is just locked up. All right, on that note, I am getting a drink, a well-deserved drink. Good job. Those are really, really challenging. All right, so this is where you're gonna grab on to your heavier weights. Now, you don't need to grab both weights. You can grab one. And I'm gonna use my surface because I can take my weight on the surface for one of the exercises. But for right now, bend your knees. I'm gonna step that left leg back, or right leg back, sorry. So right leg comes back, and just make sure, as you're doing this, this knee is coming down, and I want you to lower the knee down. Now, if you have any problems in that knee, just lower it less. Let's find 10, and 9, 8, shoulders back, 7, 6, we're gonna hold on 1, 5, 4, 3, squeezing that back right glute, 2, 1, hold here, bicep curl it up, curl down, curl up, curl down. Now holding that knee, I want you to shift some of the weight a little bit forward into the left heel. Just ground into the left big toe for balance. And start to straighten out that back right leg a little bit. Leaning just a little bit forward, but I'm not pushing the weight into the knee. Last 3. Last 2. So you just want to fire up that left glute. Last 1. I'm going to hold the weights in, and I'm going to lower, lift. Now I'm pushing some weight into the left heel. 10, 9. That right leg might be straight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We're going to bend that right knee. 2, and 1. I'm going to bend, and I'm going to shift forward. So it's a bend and a shift. Now you need to drop your weights. Drop your weights. Take them to your chair. Take them to your surface. Pushing into that left hip. We've got 10, down, 9, down, 8. Come on, you've got these. 7, I know that left hip is working. 5 more. 4, 3. We're going to take those weights down in a moment. 2, and 1. Take the weights down. Use your hands. So I'm going to lift up, and I'm going to press that knee in. Now I'm going to keep the left knee bent. Bend back. So my heel is reaching back, but my left leg is stable. I'm not coming out of that squat. So I'm giving it a little bit more. Let's find 8 more. And 7. Push into the left heel. 6, 5, 4. We're going to bring that right leg in a little bit. And 2, and 1. Hop in halfway. Bend, straight, bend. So lean some energy into that left hip. Squeeze. Draw the energy back into the left hip, left heel. Getting down. Keep the chest slightly reaching forward. 4, 5 more. We're going to lift that right leg. 4, 3. Don't straighten the left all the way. 2, and 1. Hold here. Kick the leg in. So kick your right heel in, then down. Little kick, down. Little kick, down. Keep the chest lifted. Keep the shoulders back. Little dip. 5, little dip. 4, little dip. 3, keep that energy back into the left hip. Squeeze. 2, 1, hold here. Straight, bend, straight, bend, straight, bend. Try not to push, so use the strong left leg. Push through the heel. The big toe of the left foot is just guiding that knee to stay forward. Push into the pinky toe as well, but don't ground into them. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that right foot behind. Find curtsy dip, 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 dip. Now you want a little bit more. You're gonna grab one of those weights, dip it down, turn the body to the left for a 10 and 9 and 8, 7, squeeze the inner thigh, 6 and 5. We're gonna hold here, 4. If you have the weight, hold on to it for 3 and 2 and 1. Squeeze here, bicep curl, come back. So it's just the left arm that's curling in. Hold the position, maybe get a little bit lower. Let's see if we can find 8 and up, squeeze, 7 and up. I know that leg is burning, 6 and up. So down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up for 2, down for 2, up. Squeeze those thighs. Last 2, and up for 2. Last 1, and up for 2. Take that weight down. Oh, whew. Massage out that left hip. We have that other side. So I'm going to take it over. We have that right leg. Remember, we're going to use the weights and just have your stable surface. If you don't want to use the weights, don't worry about it. This is still really hard. So right leg stays still. Left leg is going to work back. And just find stability here for a moment. Start to draw the knee down and up, down and up. Now I'm just holding the weights down. We're going to go down and up. Let's find 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4. We're going to hold on 1, 3 and 2 and 1. Hold here and start to shift some of the weight forward as you straighten out the back left leg. Never locking out the left knee. Feel the weight or the energy in the back right glute. I don't want you to feel it in the knee. Push the knee towards the hip. So I'm actually pushing the knee towards the hip, getting this. Really important on this action. And I want you to just find these little dips, lift. Pull the left heel down. So these are pretty small. I just want you to make sure that you have the energy in the back of the right glute, not the front of the right knee. 5 more. 4, lean forward a little bit. 3, and 2, push off that left toe. 1, we're going to bend, keep that energy forward, bend, forward. And if it helps, take the weights to your heart. You're going to hold in here. That's going to put more energy right over that right hip. Dip that knee down and out, down and out. Let's find 10, 9, 8, 7. I know these are hard. 6, 5. We're almost dropping that weight. 4, 3. Pull your belly and gaze forward. Last 2. Last 1. Nice. Take the weights down. So I'm going to shift that weight forward, and I'm going to bring that leg in, step it back, in, step back, in, step back. 10, 9, 8, 7, woo, 6, 5, 4, 3. Lift the chest. 2, we're going to bring that right leg halfway. 1, step it half. Lower, lift, lower, lift. So these are smaller squats, smaller little dips for 10, 9, 8. We're going to pull that heel up towards the bottom in 5 and 4. Keep lifting the chest. 3. So even if you're gazing slightly down, don't let the head drop down. 2 and 1. Little heel kick. Lower, kick, lower, kick. Now if you want a little bit more, bring that left knee so the left knee aligns with the right ankle. Aligns with the right knee. Don't let the left knee pass. Keep the weight into the right hip, in that right big toe. Nice. Let's find last 10, 9, 8. We're going to find those little dips. 7. Keep that leg up. On 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, holding here, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. Try to push the shoulders back, work into the hip. Push the weight into the right hip, right heel, right big toe. Come on, last 5. 4, we're gonna find those curtsies. 3, 2, 1. Left leg comes down. Now I'm gonna grab onto the weight with the right hand. And I'm gonna dip, and let's curl it in. So let's hold here. So I'm gonna lower, squeeze, lower. Now as I'm doing this, my left toes are all down. Big toe and all the other toes. So pressing in so you have squeezing action for the inner thighs. Lower for 2, up for 2. 8 more. Lower for 2, up for 2. Lower for 2, up for 2. Lower for 2. We're adding that weight element. 5 more. And lift. You've got these. 4. And lift. 3. We're going to hold that weight in and find those dips. And 2. And lift. Last 1. And hold it in. Little dip. So dip, dip. Now keep turning. Squeeze the inner thighs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm going to hold. On 3, 2, 1. Nice. Hold. 10, 9. Squeeze the inner thighs. Squeeze like you're pushing them together. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that weight down. Woo. Come out of that right leg. Massage out your hips, inner thighs, everything that you just got an amazing workout on. All right, so I'm done with the chair. Woo. We can come down to the ground. So you're getting some of your upper body as well. So we're going to come into some ab work. I'm going to have you grab onto the ball. Now I'm going to also have my blanket. I'm going to grab a drink so I can keep talking to you. All right. So I want you to touch your heels down. Now you need support. Fingers can be back here. Bend your elbows, or you can even turn your fingers out. Bend your elbows. But I want you to try to keep your chest lifted. These are not going to be big lifts. So belly is drawing in, and I'm pulling the ball towards my chest, reaching the arms up. Lean back just a little bit. So I'm not leaning back all the way. That makes it a little easier. So if you need to lean back more, you can. But see if you can lift lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. So pull from the low, transverse abdominals, and I'm lift lower for 10, 9, 8. Pull the chest forward, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze the ball, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. So you're going to notice this is going to kick on the abdominals a lot more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take your hands to your knees. Roll it out for a moment. All right, so we have 2 more sets of those. I want you to modify as you need to. I know those are hard. So getting your chest as close in towards the ball as you can. So if you're able to get your head straight up and lift those legs, even more power to you. Lean back as little as you possibly can. Reach the arms forward, pull and drag the shoulders back. Now these heels don't have to come up really high to start feeling that lift. Now pull the rib cage, the upper ribs. So I'm not actually crunching, but I'm getting into the hip flexors and this low transverse abdominals. We've got 5 more like this. 4, 3, find that spot to focus on. 2, and 1. When you're here, lift, let's squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. And if you need to shake out your legs, shake out your legs, round your back for a moment. Give yourself a hug. I know those are really challenging. Okay, so we're going to come down again. Last set like this. Pull the shoulders back, draw into the belly. Reach and extend the arms forward. Lift, lower. lift. Now as I lift, you can see my ribs are coming just an inch or so away from that ball, as far as you can. And don't worry about your distance. Work on challenging you. Let's go 10 more. 9, I know these are hard. 8, 7, shoulders back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, squeeze. Now if your heels need to come down, it's okay. Keep squeezing that ball. Lift the heart. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take that ball down. Lower down onto your back. Oh, that should feel really good. Take your knees up for a moment and just walk your feet out. Let's windshield wiper the knees a little bit, working into the tops of the hip flexors. So I know it really gets in right up towards the top muscles, and you're going to feel a tightness along that hip flexor if you have hip flexor weakness, and most of us do. And just windshield wiper, but make sure your feet are out to the edges of your mat. Now, I'm going to have you take your right leg around. You don't have to hook the feet. Take your left arm under. So I'm trying to bring my left elbow towards my right knee. And I'm going to lift and lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. So we do these a lot in yoga, and if you can, touch the toes. Head comes down, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 10, 9, 8, 7. One a little more, reach the toes towards the top of your mat. 5, 4, 3, stay up. 2, 1, hold here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Try to reach the elbows towards the knee. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the arms out. Release the legs. The left leg comes over. Right hand is going to be on top. And if it's not crossing, so your hands come in, don't worry about it. Just bring the hands to the shoulders. So when I come up, I'm going to exhale, toes down. Exhale, toes down. Exhale, toes down. I want a little more. I'm going to reach those toes out. But don't sacrifice your lower back. Let's go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep the neck in neutral. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Baby pulse. So 10, 9, 8. Reach the elbows towards the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arms, turns the head side to side. I know. I have a longer neck. I'm going to take a blanket under my head, and we're going to do that one again. So right leg comes over, left arm comes over. Now as I lift, I'm lifting the shoulders, toes are coming down. So even though my head is more supported, that's just for neck support, not so the shoulders don't lift. And I'm still engaging the abs. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Babies. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Whew. All right, other leg. You're almost done with these. This time, right hand comes over, left knee's on top. Lower the toes, lift on the exhale, in. So exhale as the toes come down. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach those arms out. Grab on your knees, move your head a little side to side. All right, so we're going to roll on to our belly. So we're almost done with the part or your ab sequence. I want you to grab your block, and you're going to bring your block between your forearms. Now bring your block so it's wide length, and you're going to bring your forearms so the forearms are actually hugging into the block, but the palms are down. So you can bring that block so it's right at the edge of where your elbow is. Now as I'm here, I want to make sure I'm hugging the block, and this way I'm keeping my shoulders into alignment. I'm going to squeeze my chest forward and lift the top of your ribs up towards the ceiling. So my butt isn't coming up, but my shoulders are lifting. Now I'm going to step the right foot off and down, left. Now if you need to drop the knees down, that's okay. If you want to just hold your plank, that's okay. Let's go 10, step 9, 8, 7, 6, pressing into the elbows for 5, and 4, 3, keep hugging, and 2, and 1. Drop those knees. Nice, extend the arms. So you can use the block as a gauge. You can choose not to use the block, but the block is sometimes nice to make sure your elbows don't go way too wide. If your elbows aren't hugging the block, that's okay. All of us are shaped a little bit different, but the block is a good gauge that I don't want my elbows really far away from the block. We have another set, so I'm going to bring the hands down. This time I'm going to take it out just a little different. So right leg lifts up, touch. So lift. Now try to lift the heel. Lift and lift. So right touch up, left touch up. Right touch up, left touch up. Try to bring the toes down. Touch, touch, down, touch, touch, up, touch, over. I know it's a lot. It's 4 movements. Last few. You clap these. Watch those elbows. I know, they slip. Last 3. 2. Keep lifting. Last one. Oh, knees come down. Reach the arms forward. Tap the wrist for a moment. Move your body side to side. Woo. All right. So we're going to come into a seated pose. I'm going to bring my right leg forward. My left leg is back. Okay, so the right shin is going to align with the front or the side of my mat, depending on where you are. So both my legs are at 90 degrees. Now, a lot of you might need your block when you do this. We're going to work into this external hip flexor. So right hand can be on the block, or if you can, sit up even taller. I like to sometimes have my fingertips on the block as a guide if I need it, but not necessarily pushing into it. Now I want you to think about lifting this left heel off the ground. Don't worry if it doesn't lift. Okay, this is the medial glute, and a lot of us have not totally developed this part of our glute completely, so it makes it more challenging. So heel is up and down. Now try to get your torso, so your torso is facing more forward. And you're going to feel this in your obliques. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That heel's down. Knee is up, heel. So knee and heel. So knee and heel and knee. And the first couple times I did this, I couldn't get my leg to lift almost at all. So don't worry. It takes kind of engaging that muscle. And even if you're putting energy and the heel isn't lifting off the ground, don't worry. It is starting to wake up. And sometimes it has to wake up before it starts to move. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to lift the leg. Lift, lift. Now these are super small, and if you need that block, you can use that block. 10, 9. And I'm trying to lift so the shin is parallel. Now I'm keeping the foot flexed, so I'm keeping the glute active, and I'm trying not to lean to the right side. So I'm trying to stay up as much as I can. Last 3, 2, 1. Let's lift it up, hold it up, knee, heel, knee, heel, knee, heel, knee, heel. for 10, 9, 8, 7, these are hard, 6, 5, lift up, 4, torso's tall, 3, 2, 1, extend to the leg, take the block down. So this right leg is still forward, this left leg is up, and I'm working into the side. Now adjust your block as you need to, but try to stay up a little bit higher and press through the right elbow. Little lifts. Lift, and that leg is going to feel super heavy. Lift it up. 10, lift. 9, lift. 8, 7, lift. 6, try to keep the inner arch down. 4, 5, 4, shoulder back. 3, 2, 1, we're almost done. Flex the heel, push, and lift. So push, lift. So push it back, lift it up. Keep that leg lifted off the ground. If it needs to touch, it's okay. Last 5, press back, and 4, press back, and 3. We're doing the left leg first, so it's a little bit more challenging. 2, lift it up. Last 1, push, push, push. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You're going to feel that hip flexor. Keep the leg high. 3, 2, 1. Oh, bring it in. Whew. That is really hard. Major external hip flexor work. So if you need to massage out that hip, we're going to come to the other side. So this time, my left leg is forward. And this right leg is back, and it's going to be at 90 degrees. Now I'm going to try to keep the torso lifted as high as I can. And right now, I'm just lifting that back heel. So lift, 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 lift. 10, 9. Keep the torso lifted. See if you can keep the hands up. 8, 7, 6, 5. You're going to fire that glute. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. So heel, and then knee. So knee, lift the heel. Knee, lift the heel. Now try to just press into the heel, but keep the foot flexed. Keep the torso tall, and keep rotating your ribs forward. You're going to notice how that turns on the glutes. My glutes don't want to fire sometimes, so it makes it really a struggle to keep my body forward, to keep this leg at this 90-degree position. So don't let your right knee travel into the bottom of that foot. Last 4, come on, and 3, we're going to lift that whole leg. 2, 1. Now you can do this without your hands, do it without your hands. If you need that block lifted up as high as you can, lift the leg. Let's find those lower, lift. Now keep pushing the leg so the knee and the hip align. Try not to lean over as much as you can. I know this is hard. 10, 9, 8. Ribs are forward. 5 more. 4. We've got those knee lifts. 3, 2, 1. So we're going to touch, 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 touch. Now keep trying to pull your right shoulder towards that right knee. Keep that knee out and out. 4, 5. I know you can see I'm shaking. For 4, we're almost done. Come on. We've got 3. Down. And 2. Come on. You've got this. Last 1. Woo. Bring that down. Straighten that leg. Now, this left leg is still straight. Rotate your hips forward. So I always have to kind of find a moment to adjust and turn your rib cage so it's facing towards wherever your knee or shin is facing. Straighten out that leg, arch is down, lift, lift. So you're going to feel this in your obliques right away. This is hard. Press the heel away from you. Keep reaching up, lift. Now get your ribs up as high as you can. If you start to cramp, you can come down a little bit. Yeah, always know, give yourself what you need. Find your range, find your number. This is hard. For our last 5, 4, 3, we've got those pushbacks. 2, 1, so we're going to lift, push back, lift, push back, lift, push back, lift, push back. 5, Hips are forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just push, push. Keep that leg lifted. Keep the torso lifted. Ribs are forward. Keep pushing back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, woo! I know. Oh my goodness. All right, so we are almost done. I want to make sure I don't go too over on your time. So you're going to need your band. This is where you might be using your blanket. Now, if you have anything going on with the knees, feel free to use the blanket. And I'm going to grab onto my lighter band. You can have your lighter weights near you. My hips are like, yeah, no weights. So we're going to come in to our fire hydrants. And fire hydrants can be a little overwhelming. So don't go up higher than you know you can. Now this first one, I'm going to place my right knee on top of the band. So the left knee is going to come out, and this left knee is going to reach and lower. Now as you do this, do not shift your weight to the right side. Shift your weight into the left hand. Now see if you can tent the fingers on the right and pull the left knee over towards the left side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep that leg up on 1. 3, 2, 1. Hold here. Baby lift, 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 lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. So this time the knees are going to come back in line. The left knee is going to hold on to the strap. Bring your hands down. Now you're going to rotate, bring that right leg up, lower. Now as I do it, I'm not leaning into that left hand. I'm leaning into the right and pulling the right knee out over towards the right side. 8, 7, 6, 5. Find your range. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. Find 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Woo. All right. So it's time both knees are going to stay with the strap. If the strap becomes too challenging, you don't have to have it. Bring your hands down, and we're just going to march it out. So I'm going to bring left and right. Left, right. 10, out. 9, out. 8, out. 7, out. 6, out. 5. Lifting up as high as you can. 4, 3. Lift. 4, 2. Lift. Last one. Bring that knee down. Lower your bottom down for just a moment. Come back into the center. So right leg lifts, extend, back, down. Lift, 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 extend, back, down. 5 more each side. 4, extend, back, down. 3, extend, back, down. 2, extend, back, down. 1, extend, back, down. Last 5. Come on, 4. I didn't want to make you tired. 3. You've got it, but we have to do 10 to each side. Last 2. Come on, you've got this last one. Lift, back, down, over. Woo. Pressing yourself back. Nice job. Walk your fingers forward. All right, you are almost done. If you want to grab onto that weight, Grab onto that weight, turn yourself over to the side, hand comes underneath. We're gonna just burn out 20 on each side. Bring your knees forward, lift, 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 lift. 10, come on. 9, 8, you can do these. 7, 6, we're almost into stretching. 5, 4, 3, we're gonna flip in a moment. 2, 1, flip it over. Come on, these are fast. Bring yourself back, knees are forward. Don't give up on me. Take that weight down. Lift, lift, lift. Now bring the weight so the weight is coming towards the top of the leg. Come on, 10, lift, 9, lift, 8, really reach, 7, 5 more, come on, 4, push with the legs, 3, 2, 1, wow, good job. That was a super hard class. You did amazing. Trust me, as I am exhausted, I am sweating. I think I need a nap after this. So take that band off. Let's come into our stretching. Bring your hands underneath. Take your bottom back. Find your cow shape on your back. Now bring your knees a little closer together. Maybe walk the hands forward a little bit. Stretch the right leg back and pull the right heel back towards the back of the room. Now, if you can, hop your left knee forward a little bit and take it down a little bit more. You can drop the knee if you want to roll over the front of that left leg. Walk the hands forward a little bit. If you have knee issues, stay up a little higher. Bring yourself back. Bring that knee back in line. And this time, I'm just going to take that left calf back. So I'm going to stretch the calf, try to pull the heel down. Lift the arms and face the eyes of the elbows so they're facing forward. That takes pressure off the thumbs. Now, so you can hop the right knee forward a little bit. Relax the back of the left leg. Walk the hands forward. Maybe melt over that right leg. Maybe move your hip a little side to side. When you're ready, hands come back underneath and just draw your knees back in line. Take your legs out a little bit wider, curl your toes, glide your energy back into your heels. Maybe straighten your legs if they're available. If they're not, don't worry about it. Press the heels down, let the head hang heavy, shake your head back and forth. When you're ready, walk yourself in, so you're walking yourself towards your feet. Hang down really heavy, let your head sway a little side to side. When you're ready, just slowly rolling it up, feeling each and every vertebra, chin in towards your chest. Reach and extend the arms up towards the sky, and then exhale, take your hands to your heart, thumbs pressed to your chest. Oh, really, really good job. If you can, definitely look for some of my stretching videos. I think you might need it by tomorrow. All right, really good job. Look for me on other videos like this on my YouTube page, Bending Light Yoga. Be sure to like and subscribe. It really, really helps me out. All right, have an awesome Thursday, and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.